Hey folks, got a quick little video for you today. I was listening to some Kirk Whalum music, and I stumbled across an album of his called "The Music of Babyface," and he has a tune on that record called "For the Cool in You." And I thought that his solo on that record, on that particular cut, was just a great example of how to play very simply, but also like right in the pocket, right in the cut. Um, in a kind of an odd key for saxophone. In the case of this, it's in, let me see. This song's kind of in like F sharp sus, sharp minor, kind of like it's like a bluesy minor, major third kind of thing going on. Anyway, definitely check out the record. I don't know when it came out. Might be kind of old. Who knows? Anyway, um, let's give it a listen, and then I'm going to break down how to play the solo on keys and also how to play the solo on saxophone. So it'll be something kind of different. Normally I just show how to do chord stuff, whatever, on keyboards and whatnot. But this time I'm going to show how to play the solo and all the neat little tricks, because I know that there's a lot of sax players that follow me, and I think that it would be beneficial to see what kind of tricks you can do to play in kind of weird keys that we get thrown whenever we're playing our church gigs or playing with rock bands that put us in like F sharp or B, or just weird stuff that doesn't lay nice on the horn. Alright, so let's check out the tune. So here's coming from the solo itself. Alright, that was awesome. So let's break it down. Okay, so let's just kind of get through the tune. I'll play the first 4 bars of it, and then we'll look at the music itself. So here we go. Alright, so let's just check that out. So it's part of the head, so blues lick, then the melody. So a lot of this, there's a lot of anticipation going on. So a way to shed this is just to shed your 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So every time you see one of these gliss marks, it means that the note is bent. Moving on to the next phrase. This is where we get some of that. He's not playing minor, he's not playing sus, he's kind of doing like a dominant sus vibe. Basically, he's playing like over the Mixolydian scale for this next phrase. This is starting at 52. Okay, so let's go through that real quick. So then just straight up the Mixolydian scale, and then kind of blues, and it's awesome because you get the anticipation, or not anticipation, the syncopation. He's anticipating a lot of these notes, so anticipate, on the beat, on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And a big part of it is he's got some ghosted notes in there. Ghost. So that's, for me, it's hard to articulate on keyboard, but on saxophone it's a lot easier. So when I go through it on the sax, it'll make a lot more sense. Those are kind of like that kind of stuff. Whereas like some of the notes are accented, some of the notes are kind of covered up. Okay. Okay, right at 56, this is like the opening lick. You notice there's a ton of rhythmic elements going on. And that's a big part of this solo and why it kind of feels so good, because there's a lot of like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a lot of stuff that's on the upbeat, a lot of stuff that's right on the downbeat. Yeah, that's a big part of why this song feels good, especially this particular solo. So starting right before. Yeah, that's an awesome lick right there, because it's like he's imposing a chord on top. So first he's going straight up the minor chord scale. I'm sure you guys might want to see this part. Okay, and then he's in fall. So that lick right there is rad. So it's like he's kind of in this land, this land, and then he's into like this land, like harmonically this. So. Okay. Then we get this awesome triplety lick that kind of, he's back into that Mixolydian scale sound. That's this big lick starting from starting on this phrase right here. So. Chromatic. So this is kind of, this is the ending of the solo, but it's a really cool, kind of just, it traverses a big range. We start down here. Okay, let me play that for you. Starting right before 60. I'll play it one more time because I kind of messed that up. Anyway, let's just look at that lick one more time. So regular straight F sharp triad, and so I think the most critical part to take away from this particular spot in the solo is he's like, he knows he's landing on this target tone. So he's really outlining this. Really outlining that sound. Okay. This little phrase right here, it's almost like a C-sharp blues scale. Okay. And then he just kind of walks up. That's just straight down the blues scale. So the big things to take away from this solo, there's the superimposition of harmony. There's that sound that he does. There's the straight triad. There's the superimposition of like this kind of dominant sound. And there's the blues scale. Also the blues scale based on the 5th of the chord. So we're in the key of F sharp, kind of like this, and he's like, so that's like going like C sharp blues, and then F sharp blues. Okay. All right, let's give it a listen one more time, and then I'm going to show you how to play it on the horn. Blues scale. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that little breakdown of that solo and how to play it on keys. I'm about to show you how to play it on sax, but before I do that, just got to bump the channel a little bit. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and subscribe to them. Alright, so without further ado, let's check out how to play it on sax.